One of the major differences which we find between Trojans Trek and other forms of treatment is the culture-specific nature of what we do. And by that I mean veteran to veteran help. We have found from the participants that they find that advice from other veterans who have experienced the same frustrations carries a great deal more weight than advice from other people.
For individuals that have been involved in traumatic events, or at least in events that other people believe are traumatic, talking to peers, having culture-specific support, talking to people who understand the situation, the context of that situation is extremely important. There are not many programs that do that. Trojans Trek is a good example of a situation where people can talk to their mates, be involved in conversations with people that truly understand the import of the events and the way in which they might affect you, and get some support.
I've come on Trojans Trek straight from Ward 17 in Heidelberg, Repat. I spent 6 weeks there after the wheels fell off the bus a bit and heard about it from a friend in there, and it was fantastic. I got to put all the clinical stuff there that I learnt there into practice out here, and reconnecting with the military brotherhood has probably been one of the most rewarding things ever.
Another of the very important parts of the trek, and which results from going bush with a number of other individuals with like minds, is that peer support is developed. Now this is not a new concept at all, but again we have found that the support which the group forms from amongst themselves during the 6 days is just outstanding.
Hello, my name's Tex Houth. This is the first one we've run in Queensland, and this is the most constructive program I think I've ever been involved in. I've seen such a dramatic change in the participants. It is just incredible.
Yeah, well, what I see when these younger fellas come to the bush is pretty much what I saw when the Vietnam veterans used to come there. Some of them have got problems with alcohol. Certainly they've got problems with relationships, like I had. They seem to be very reticent to talk at all about anything. They just do a lot of looking, very suspicious of people. Going to tell them what it was like for me, what happened, what changed the plan of my life, and what it's like today. And basically, that's what they want to hear.
My name is Paul Randall. This is my first time on Trojans Trek. I've learned a lot in this week. I've learned a lot about the way I react to things, the way I deal with things, and it's not always productive and helpful. It's been really interactive. Some of the discussions we've had have been, for me, really helpful, particularly about the way I look at life and the way I deal with things that I perceive as being difficult.
For me, it's given me a really good insight on strategies that I can implement in my normal home life to help build my relationship with my family, my children, especially, and my wife.
The guys who run this course are excellent, and I've been here for 3 days now, and I have to say that not a word or a minute has been wasted. It's all been very beneficial.
I'm just so excited to think that there's a program here that's going to help a lot of my friends who are still struggling with lots of problems as a result of their military service, and I'm just excited about having them come along and experience the friendship, the fellowship, and getting some new information on how to live a better life.
My name is Peter Keith. I've had the privilege of being associated with the Trojans Trek program now for the last 6 years, and in that time I've worked with both male and female groups.
Yeah, all of it. Everything that's contributed to your lifestyle. Your age, your gender, your religious affiliations, your cultural background, your socio-economic demographic, all those things are our conscious brain filters. That's why all of us can see the same thing happening and respond to it very differently.
One of the key critical success factors in terms of the work that we do is to explain to people that they are not their identity, and that the things that they did and the things that they saw and the things that they experienced whilst in the service is not who they are.
I found out that it was actually a journey through thoughts and my experiences. It was quite enjoyable. I definitely found out a lot about myself, and it improved my confidence a lot.
So as we continue to run the treks, we build that database to continue to see if we can actually prove with sound and independent evidence that what we do does and is effective.
I'm Kendall Bird. I completed an independent assessment of Trojans Trek outcome data as part of my Masters in Clinical Psychology thesis. What we found from the questionnaire data was a substantial shift in depression, in stress and anxiety. I know that there's been research more recently looking at even longer again, looking at the trends for people, participants in Trojans Trek at the 6 or 7 month mark, and again that research showed that these were sustained outcomes.
His whole attitude had changed. It was as though he wanted to be alive and be part of everyday life now. He changed from very, very bad mood swings, aggressive, family walking on eggshells, to us being able to talk about issues. He constantly goes on about the trek, about the tools that he was taught while he was out there, remembering these tools, to the effect that it has interacted with the whole family. We're all trying to use some of these tools now.
So that was a really nice thing that, you know, he opened up a little bit. And the kids seemed to notice he was a lot calmer.
Trojans Trek was probably the catalyst of rebuilding our family.
The sense of community here is amazing. You don't have to censor your words. You're being listened to a lot, but that's with the intention of ensuring that you're okay. The staff have been amazing. It's just been a really wonderful experience. So the trek has been incredibly powerful for me, and I'd encourage anyone to just give it a go.
Some of the activities that we've done here is we get a journal. But when you actually write the journal, even if it's only 5 words each day, what you actually get to do is see how your mind shifts. Knowing that we're not there alone anymore. We are there, we had the same issues, just a different environment, maybe a different service. We may live in a different state in Australia. However, we are all connected because of this journey. And this journey has just begun for some of the women, and we just watch it grow.
I found it nothing but completely supportive. It was a problem could be halved if a problem was shared. You go, sweetie? The support and the love and the friendship that I received and the other girls received is something that I will take with me till my last breath.
So coming here, I've been able to give myself a little bit of time to think about life, to find a bit of meaning, meaningful things that were right in front of me, and I just didn't see them, didn't appreciate them, and yeah, just find a little bit more of me, which has been awesome.
If you know that there are signs or know that there are things happening within you, do it. Just do it. What have you got to lose?
Best thing about this, what I find is being tried and tested, and then those guys are coming from experience.
To anybody out there that's unsure about Trojan Trek, get on it, because you will be surprised of what you learn, people you meet, and exactly you can see a bit of a direction of where you're going to be heading. But it's up to you to put the effort in. They're here to give us the seed, let it plant, let it grow, and the direction is up to you.
Following the trek, it is very important that some follow-up is given to these men and women. As you realise, counselling is never effective with one visit only, and although we bring these people back from the bush highly motivated to change their circumstance, highly motivated to use the tools which we have provided them with, additional support and reinforcement of these lessons greatly assists towards improving their lives.